Imagine waking up every day feeling like you're in a race you never signed up for. A race against time, stress, and endless to-do list. Sound familiar? For many of us, especially recent graduates or those just starting their careers, life feels like a relentless sprint. We're told to make the most of every moment, but in doing so, we run ourselves ragged. Now, picture a place where time seems to slow down, where every sunrise feels like a gentle reminder to breathe, and every wave whispers, be present. This place exists, and it taught me a life-changing lesson about slowing down and finding presence. But here's the twist. You don't need to fly across the ocean to experience it. You can find this peace right here in the midst of the bustling chaos of our everyday lives. Today, I'm going to share how a trip to Hawaii opened my eyes to a way of living that we can all start embracing right where we are. I'm Kendall Gordon, and like many of you, I used to live life on fast forward. I was constantly juggling the demands of school, work, and my social life, feeling overwhelmed by the pressure to succeed. When I was in college, I was always on the move. My resume reflects how busy my life was with countless activities, internships, and academic achievements. But despite all my accomplishments, I felt unfulfilled and empty. This inner void led me to seek out something different, something that could fill that gap. And that's how I ended up in Hawaii. Today, I want to share a story that profoundly changed my life. Not just about a beautiful trip to Hawaii, but about how that experience taught me the importance of mindfulness, of slowing down, and of truly being present. A lesson that transformed my daily life and could do the same for you. Let me take you back to the beginning. It all started at the Center for Civic and Global Engagement here at Widener University, where I discovered the National Student Exchange Program. It was my chance to explore a new environment, study away, and step outside of my comfort zone. Now, some of you may be familiar with study abroad, where students travel to another country for academic experiences. Study away is different. You're still studying within the United States, but at a school in a different state or territory. So while it wasn't an international adventure, it gave me the opportunity to immerse myself in a completely new setting. With that, I packed my bags and headed to the University of Hawaii at Manoa. For those of you who don't know me, my college life was anything but ordinary. I was deeply involved in multiple organizations, including serving as vice president for the National Council of Negro Women, executive producer of the Fall 2022 TEDx Widener University event, and president of the Widener Film Society. I worked 2 internships as a public relations intern and a marketing and development intern, and I held 4 on-campus jobs. I was a resident assistant, a university ambassador, a sports information director, and the university mascot. Shout out to Melrose. Every hour was accounted for, right down to my social life as a season ticket holder for the Philadelphia 76ers. And if you're a Philly sports fan, you know exactly how stressful our teams can be. We're diehard fans, but let's be honest, they disappoint us every year. Despite the busy schedule and success I was building, something was missing. I realized I had gained everything I needed to be successful, but not necessarily happy. This realization pushed me to look beyond what was familiar, leading me to Hawaii. When I arrived in Hawaii, I was struck by how different everything felt. The pace of life was slower, more deliberate. It was a stark contrast between the frenetic energy I was used to back in Philadelphia. At first, I was frustrated. Things didn't move as quickly as I wanted them to. But slowly, I began to see that this slower pace wasn't a hindrance. It was a gift. The people around me were happier, more connected, and more at peace. They weren't rushing from one thing to the next. They were truly present in each moment, and it made me realize how much I had been missing by constantly living in the future. Hawaii offered me a new perspective on life, one deeply rooted in mindfulness and presence. The natural environment, its lush mountains, pristine beaches, and crystal clear waters whispered, "Slow down." I started to engage with nature in a way I never had before, hiking regularly, pausing to take in the views, breathing deeply, and simply being. One morning, as I watched the sunrise over the ocean, I felt a profound sense of peace I had never experienced before. I was in tune with nature's rhythm, and it taught me to slow down and appreciate the beauty around me. But Hawaii wasn't just about the scenery. The local culture, with its spiritual connection to the land and its emphasis on mana, the spiritual energy present in all things, showed me the importance of treating every moment with reverence. It wasn't about achieving something or checking off a box. It was about being fully engaged in that moment. I immersed myself in activities like yoga on the beach at sunrise and meditation under the stars. But mindfulness wasn't just about these practices. It was about being fully present in whatever I was doing, whether hiking, engaging in a conversation, or eating a meal. This shift in perspective allowed me to find a sense of calm and clarity that began to permeate every aspect of my life. As I embraced mindfulness, I noticed a significant positive impact on my well-being. My stress levels dropped, and I felt happier and more content. Research backs this up. Mindfulness improves focus, emotional regulation, and reduces anxiety. But beyond the research, I experienced it firsthand. By being present, I can truly enjoy my experiences and connect more deeply with others. It was a transformative shift, making me realize how much I had been missing by constantly rushing through life. Here are some practical tips to help you integrate mindfulness into your daily life. First would be mindful breathing. Start your day focusing on your breath. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly, and be present. I do this every morning, and it sets a calm tone for the day. Next would be spending more time in nature, even if it's just for a walk in the park. Observe your surroundings and feel the ground beneath your feet. Third would be to practice gratitude. Reflect on something you're grateful for each day. I keep a gratitude journal and write down 3 things that I'm grateful for every night. And lastly would be mindful eating. Pay attention to the taste, texture, and smell of your food. Eating slowly and savoring each bite can be a powerful mindfulness practice. Returning to Philly wasn't easy. I had to pick up the pace and dive back into the fast-moving current of the city. But I made a promise to myself. I wouldn't abandon the peaceful connection I had found. I brought that sense of calm and mindfulness back with me even as I re-engaged with life here. I discovered local trails where I can escape the city's hustle and reconnect with nature. The key is to prioritize presence no matter where you are. But mindfulness isn't just about practices like yoga, but also finding life's simple pleasures. The smell of coffee in the morning, the feel of a warm blanket, or the sound of birds chirping can be powerful mindfulness anchors. These small moments of joy help ground us in the present and remind us of the beauty in everyday life. Reflecting on my time in Hawaii, I realized that the lessons I learned were too valuable to leave behind. I've integrated these practices into my daily life back home, and they've made a world of a difference. I'm less stressed, more present, and more connected to the people around me. And the best part? You don't need to go to Hawaii to find this peace. You can create it in your own life right where you are. By slowing down, being present, and appreciating the joy in the little things, you can create an everyday experience that is truly meaningful. So as you go on about your busy lives, take a page from Hawaii's book. Slow down, be present, and embrace the beauty of the moment. You may just find that everything you've been rushing towards has been right in front of you all along. Thank you.